beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to this pick a card reading. This is going to be all about a deep dive into who is coming into your life next. So, it could be a romantic partner, it could be a business partner, it could be a spiritual entity that is wanting to connect with you. It could even be a family member that you've lost contact with and are getting reacquainted with. Whatever the case, we will find your answers in these cards. I have taken the time to really pull a lot of details out for you. So, this will answer a lot of your questions in regards to who this person is going to be. So, I'm going to go over each crystal for the piles, and while I hold those up to the camera, I will be playing a sound for those that would like to choose their reading clairaudiently. So, let's start with pile number one. Pile number two. And pile number three. All right. If you need more time, you can pause the video or go down to the description and hit the reading selection timestamp. But we are going to start with reading number one. All three readings will be also timestamped in the description, so you can find yours there. Also, if you are interested in purchasing any of the decks that I'm using today, you can visit my Amazon storefront. It's also in a link down there in the description. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's pick a card reading. I'm really excited to jump into all the details and explore who you are attracting into your life. I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group number one. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at who is coming into your life. We're going to go over their personality, what the purpose of this connection is going to be, what they're going to bring out in you, as well as where you're going to meet them, whether that's a physical place or a state of mind that you will be in. So let's start off with their personality. I have 3 tarot and an archetype. So for their archetype, they are the one. Okay, so this could very well be a romantic relationship, and it is a soulmate. And soulmates don't have to be romantic. So it could just be somebody very important in your life. They are the one. And this archetype really speaks about somebody who is it's kind of they're in the middle. They may be non-binary. They may be somebody who is neither or. It's like they don't want to be confined by light or dark because they recognize that they are both existing at the same time. They are one. And this could point to somebody that is a very spiritual being, a very open-minded and methodical being, somebody who is probably ruled by Mercury. It's definitely feeling like a very spiritual yet thoughtful and concise person. So for their tarot, wow, big energy. We have the Tower, the Eight of Cups, and the Hierophant. So this is telling me that this person is a born leader. This person has gone through a lot in their life, a lot of tragedies, maybe some heavy trauma, some really deepening experiences, some emotionally deepening experiences, and they have made a lot of difficult decisions in their life. They've had to make those decisions. They are somebody who has really taken the time to choose a good and solid path for themselves. They aren't afraid anymore to really find stability and find a good feeling, a good uplifting moment from the times that they have gone through. This is definitely someone who has had to work through a lot of baggage. I don't feel like they're carrying it with them. I feel like when you meet them, they are going to have already been through this situation. And because of that, it's really formed them into this very spiritual and very dualistic person. This person that really recognizes the journey and recognizes that it's ongoing. It's a forever journey and that they are just a piece of the puzzle in that. I feel like they look at the big picture a lot of times because maybe they were very closed-minded in the past and they had to really open up to the universe, open up to new life experiences, and take a journey of self-discovery and inner work to really get to this place of feeling whole, of feeling like they are one with the universe. With the Hierophant here, it's definitely feeling like they are an important part of their community. They are important in their life, whether that community is small and it's just a small friend group, or if it's just big, if it's, in their town hall, say, it could be even on a larger scale, but it's somebody that is very well respected. They have a lot to offer a lot of other people, and that comes from their own self discovery, their own ability to really learn from their own lessons in life. I feel like they are going to help you to learn a lot of things about yourself as well, and not in a condescending way. They feel extremely compassionate and very, like they want to witness people. They don't want to change anything about you. They want to see you for who you are and allow you to exist in your own energy and just help you in any way that you want help. So this definitely is feeling like more of a romantic situation, but we'll get more in detail with the cards. But it's definitely leaning in that direction to me. It could also just be a very deep friendship, somebody that you feel so entirely connected to. So, whatever the case, this person is going to be guiding you and leading you through something. They do have a lot to offer you if you are willing to accept their help. I don't feel like they're the kind of person to, shove information down your throat. They want you to come to it on your own and really, if you're not asking, then they're not going to overstep the boundaries that they hold within themselves. So now let's take a look at what the purpose of this relationship is. Okay, so we have no place like home and serendipity. Okay, so this is somebody that when you meet them, you're going to know they are the one. I don't feel like you're going to have to question what their role in your life is. It's going to feel like you've known them for a really long time. This energy is extremely familiar, extremely, like, it's feeling like a soul bond, like somebody that you made a contract with in the spiritual realm, and you were like, we're going to be best friends in this world, or we're going to be in a relationship, and that's that. And now you're kind of syncing up, whether or not you believe in that kind of stuff. It can translate in many different ways, but this person is definitely somebody who is going to be familiar to you on a soul level, somebody that really makes you feel aligned with your truest authenticity. And with serendipity, it's definitely, there are signs pointing to this person. There will be a moment leading up to this. There will be guidance and direction to this. And there may be this moment in your relationship down the line where you're like looking back at how you guys met, and you're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe, like, I didn't notice it at the time, but there was this and this and this. They all led up to us meeting, and they all make sense for us. They were all little signs that the universe was giving us to let us know that we were on the right track to meet each other and to be with each other." I feel like this relationship is going to be really fun, really childlike. There's a lot of luck involved. There's a lot of really beautiful openings. I'm feeling like the energy of this relationship is going to be very free flowing. It's going to be very open, honest, and communicative. There's a really nice balanced energy, especially with the energy that they bring to the table with their personality being the one. It's like they see all aspects of you, and they really want to love and appreciate that. And they don't want to push you in a certain direction in life. They just want you to find what you are finding. They want you to determine what's right for you in this world, and they will determine what is right for them. I'm seeing, like, how people are like, we're two halves of a whole, and it's more like with this relationship, it's like two wholes that just really complement each other, that really have different aspects to each other, but are equally beautiful and really uplift and complement each other. Okay, so now let's take a look at what they will bring out in you. So we have the River Queen: flow, letting go, and natural movement. So this person is, yes, again, going to help you get into a state of letting go. If you are a perfectionist, if you're somebody that has a really difficult time, going with the flow, going with a more loose state of mind, then this person is definitely going to help you get to that point if you're open to that. Sometimes, if you are too rigid, then it can feel like this other person is like doing their own thing and they don't have any consideration for you. But I feel like if that feeling does come up, that you guys will have the ability to talk about it, to explore that, and to really recognize what limiting beliefs or fears that was birthed from, what that idea of rigidness, where it came from. And this is also kind of feeling like they will really be the person that's bringing out your awareness of the bigger picture. Their ability to witness things in life in a specific way is really going to influence you and allow you to see the whole cycle of things. When we think about water, there's this whole, like, complete detailed cycle of how water is evaporated into clouds and down into the ocean. Like, there's this whole beautiful cycle that is respected. And I feel as though your personal cycle, the things that you are about and the way that you operate, is going to shine. You're going to be more respectful of yourself. You're going to want to respect your flow, maybe explore some things that you didn't previously know about yourself. And also feel like it's like you want to respect other people's flow and realize that it's not all the same. It's not all going to feel the same either. I'm hearing, like, if you are in a leadership position at work, that you will start to feel more flexibility when it comes to the people that are beneath you. You'll also start to feel more flexibility in your own work that you do. But overall, this person is definitely going to bring out a more relaxed and flowing version of yourself. They may help you to get to a point where you can let go of some big things because they know what it took to let go of some big things, and they made that journey to walk forward into a new direction. And then they met you, which is a blessing in itself. So, lastly, we're going to take a look at where you will meet them. And again, this may be literal or it could be a state of mind that you will be in when you meet them. I'll put that down later. So, first, we have the first house, the body. So, okay, you're most likely going to be meeting them in a point in your life where you are in a leadership role. It's interesting that I brought that up. Um, this is definitely going to be a time where you are, like, at the front of the line. You are you're the longest stick in the pile. Whatever, you know, there are so many examples, but you're the one sticking out, and they're going to notice you the most, your energy. And again, I feel like it's gonna have that same effect where it's like, they know that it's you. They know that, you're the one for them. Um, it could point to your workplace. It could point to you being in a leadership role. This can also speak to, you know, with the body, you focusing on health. So if you are going to the gym a lot, you could meet them at the gym. With the forest present here, you could, I mean, this is a very literal example, so don't hang up on this, but it could be that you are a runner and you're running through the forest and you guys happen to bump into each other, or you are running and or exercising and you happen to meet somebody along that way, in that path. But the forest is all about heading into the unknown, and the first house is about starting new projects. So this could point to, you know, moving in a new direction in your life. Also, maybe you are going through something similar as to what they have gone through, and because of that, they are in that sphere and they're able to really meet you there. But whatever the case, I do feel like with the forest here, that there is this level of darkness to it. Maybe you are experiencing some really hard times in life. Maybe you've fallen on hard times, and you meet them at, say, if you, for example, again, this is another very specific example, but if you have fallen onto addiction and you go to an AA meeting and they are there, and you know, you're taking care of your health and focusing on new things, and you kind of meet them. I would never suggest, you know, in early recovery, you don't wanna be in a romantic relationship, but what I'm saying is that there is this level of shadow work to this card, and really working through and going through the thick of something. So, whether this is feeling like either it's work, it's an exercise situation, or something to do with your health, and that could point to your mental health or your physical health, but this situation where you're going to be meeting them, it's going to be about you. It's going to be about what you have going on and not so much what they have going on. I feel like they are there as a product of your ability to really co-create. Of course, like, they have their own life and their own things going on, but you're not gonna be focused on somebody else when they come. When they show up, it's not gonna be like, "Oh, I was looking for you." It's going to be like, "Oh, and it's you. Of course it's you." And it's going to feel kind of, I'm hearing, like, in your face. So, wow, for you, pile number 1, this person is going to be extremely beneficial for you in more ways than one. I feel like they have a lot to teach you, a lot of really beautiful lessons to experience with you. This person's going to feel like home to you when they're around. They are going to really uplift and want to see you as you are. And the universe will be sending you signs along the way. They may even send you four-leaf clovers. And also, they will be bringing out the best in you. They will be bringing out this feeling of understanding, flowing energy that really just is respecting of the world around it. And you will meet them in a very high place in your life where you are the forefront of the situation, where you are the leader, the important person, the important puzzle piece in the equation that's going on, and you won't be so much focused on them. So for you, I think that this relationship is going to be a romantic one, though it could point towards a really deep connecting friendship. But whatever the case, it's definitely a beneficial one, definitely one that is going to uplift you, teach you a lot of things, and really bring you to a really nice and beautiful place in your life. There's a lot of fun adventures I'm feeling. The forest card also speaks of a childlike energy. So there is this opportunity for you guys to really be playful with each other and experience some inner child healing. Even though there's a lot of heavy energy in this person's past, they do have the ability to be childlike with you and to really be playful and excited about life. So I hope that you find this person well and that you experience everything that you want and need out of this relationship. I wish you all the best on your journey to find them. Blessed be. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive in and take a look at who you are attracting into your life. So, we're going to go over their personality, what the purpose of this connection is, what they are going to bring out in you, and also where you're going to meet them, whether that is a physical place or more of a state of mind that you will be in when you two meet. So, starting off with their personality, we have an archetype card as well as three tarot. So, for their archetype, they are the mother. And for their tarot, we have the King of Wands, the Six of Cups, and Temperance. Okay, I really like this energy. These two combined with the Temperance, they are very balanced. We have the mother, the feminine, the really loving and devoted energy, and then we have the King of Wands, the masculine, the energetic and passionate and fiery energy. And with temperance, it's all about bringing two opposites into balance, into harmony. And so this person has seen a lot of life. They are feeling very mature. They are feeling very worldly. Maybe they have traveled a lot and they have experienced a lot in life. And that may just be, in their own emotional sphere of things. But whatever the case, they are feeling very mature, that they have a lot of answers to life's questions. The mother has this very dualistic energy to her in herself, where on one hand she is very nurturing. The person that grows a baby inside of them. Of course, not all mothers are the people that have birthed babies into the world, but the mothers that have, they are the ones that sacrificed their own nurturance, their own bodily autonomy to grow another life. And so the mother energy is very giving on an unconditional basis, a very loving energy. And on the other hand, she can be constricting. She can hold on too tight, not want to let go. There's this level of codependency that may arise in your relationship with this person, or it's something that they've really had to deal with in the past and had to struggle with. So it may be a sensitive subject for them. But overall, there is this give and take with the mother, and a really interesting personality to get to know, and a really comforting one at that. I feel like it's somebody that's going to offer you a lot of healing and a lot of recognizing, where you can get some healing. With the Six of Cups this talks about inner child healing. And so there may be an opportunity for this person to really feel like a mother figure to you, somebody that wants to uplift and support you along your own healing journey. This is definitely feeling like a friendship and or a spiritual leader of sorts that is going to usher you into a really healed era for yourself, a really self mastered era with the King of Wands in the court cards, he is known as the King of Kings. And so his energy is extremely passionate, very fiery, very flamboyant, very outward, and really action oriented. He is about taking action towards his goals. And with this salamander present, he is known as a more spiritual king. He's known as a spiritual leader. And so this is why it's feeling like somebody that is probably going to usher you into a period of inner child healing, maybe through a ceremony with the passing over of a cup with the flowers in here, which these flowers do represent pure thoughts and intentions. So it's somebody that has the wholeness of themselves. They have an understanding, a deep understanding of themselves, and because of that, they are able to offer other people a certain level of healing that maybe other people don't have the internal or the external resources to acquire without their help. This is definitely somebody with a higher standing in this world, somebody that is able to really bring people to a space of understanding with themselves. And because they have done the inner work to get there, they have created a sense of balance in their own life, and really done the work to see this for themselves. So this is definitely, it's still we'll get more clarity as we go into the reading, but it's still feeling like somebody that is a spiritual teacher. Maybe you will meet them in a new class where you are learning about things. Maybe it's a Reiki master. Maybe it is somebody there. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and they can be so specific. So let's get further into your reading before I just can't talk your ear off. So next we have, what is the purpose of this connection? So you got Treasure Island and Come to the Edge. Wow. Okay, so overwhelming. This feeling is overwhelming that this person is helping you heal tremendously. I feel as though with especially with Come to the Edge, that this person is bringing you to a certain level of vulnerability that you really have been missing in your life. There is this feeling that they're going to help you open your heart and really take a look at some things that require emotional bravery, emotional stability to really get there. And you may feel unstable, you may feel like you're about to fall off the edge, but they are in charge. They are leading you, they are guiding you, and they're going to catch you if you did fall, but they are really giving you the parameters of what to do and how to do it. This definitely feels like they're saying, "Come with me. We're going to really explore yourself. We're going to explore who you are and what you have going on underneath all of this." I feel like you've been kind of boxing yourself in a little bit, and they're going to help you expand. They're going to help you and lead you into this new era of emotional and physical healing. With Treasure Island, this is somebody that is going to point out the best things in life for you. This is somebody that is going to make you feel excited, somebody that will give you a lot of hope in your life, I think. The reason for this connection is so that you can discover some things. You know, Treasure Island, you're going through parts of your mind. I just heard past life regression therapy, so that may be a thing for you, if you're interested in that. That you may meet a therapist in that realm. But it's feeling like you are going to be discovering some really powerful things about yourself in or about the world in the process of meeting this person. This person is going to bring you to places that you weren't able to get to on your own. There is this level of discovery and excitement that is very present in the energy of this relationship that you two are going to share. So, moving forward, let's take a look at what they are going to bring out in you. Wow. We have the Phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. This is all about rebirth. You know, the Phoenix, he burns them in ashes and he rises from the ashes that he has burned up in. And so this is just feeling so much like this person is going to bring out this feeling of renewed energy in you. This person is going to usher you into a time of change for yourself. They are really going to be using their own gifts to guide you into recognizing some really powerful things about yourself, some really powerful things about your world, your life that you are living, not just on a spiritual basis, but also on a human level. I feel like they aren't ignorant to the idea that we are human beings, because a lot of spiritual teachers, I feel like they tend to lean very much so on the woo woo side, and that's totally fine. But sometimes they can forget that while yes, we are first vibrational beings, that we're also humans. And there is this level of difficulty and challenge that really comes with that. And so I feel like they are able, this person that you're meeting, they're able to really take both sides, vibrational and physical, and mesh them together so that you can experience a thorough lesson, a thorough growth process in your relationship and whatever they are helping you with. This is somebody that is going to bring out this a feeling of rebirth in you, a feeling of stepping in back into your power, stepping into your power in the first place if you've never really felt powerful. There is this also this message of restoring hope, restoring faith in you. And I just feel like you are going to really feel empowered by their relationship, by their presence in general. It's somebody that is going to want to see you succeed and really uplift you in the direction of what you are wanting in this world and out of this life that you're experiencing. So, lastly, let's take a look at where you will meet them. Again, this can be a physical place or more of a mental state that you will be in. So, for their astrology card, we have Mercury, mind. And for their archetype, we have the river. So this I'm in no way doubting that this is a spiritual leader, because the mind, it's this card, it speaks of lessons of communicating, of speaking, using your voice, really letting yourself be heard, talking about ideas and experiences and the things that you want to go through. They could be a Gemini, um, they could be a Virgo too. There is this feeling of intense thought, and so there's this could be that you meet them in a classroom setting, or it could be that you are entering their class. Again, it could also be a therapist, somebody that is very interested in hearing you talk, hearing your words, hearing you express yourself. It could also just be a certain spiritual teacher. So, this is somebody that is very interested in what you have to say and also has a lot of powerful things to give back to you, to offer back in terms of speaking, in terms of sharing ideas and sharing their energy through their words and their mind. With the river present, this is all about emotions and change and really taking a look at the reflection. Sometimes it's rippled, but when the waves calm down, it's clear. And so there's this certain level of up and down with this relationship, where sometimes it's going to feel really intense and really emotional, and sometimes it will be very clear and calm and precise. And it's almost like you will be sharing about a really traumatic experience, and it feels so energetically charged, but they are on the other side and they have the crystal clear image. It's really rippled for you, but it's not for them. And so they are able to bring you over to the other side and show you a true reflection of what's going on internally, of what's been feeling really jumbled for you. It's so clear and obvious to them. And that is a level of peace that is being offered to you through this relationship on a really powerful level. This is somebody that is very trained in their ability to witness emotion and really hold the space for you while you are witnessing it, because that can be a really scary and daunting thing to experience something that makes you feel out of control. Water can be really powerful and overpowering, especially if it's like a waterfall of emotion. And so this person is practiced and they expect and or they really know how to work with this element. We with the temperance here, the water in tarot typically symbolizes your consciousness, and so with them balancing this water between these two cups, it's like they know how to keep things balanced. They know how to keep things in alignment while they are exploring their consciousness. And that is something that they will be helping you do. So, for you, pile number two, this relationship that you are attracting, the person that you are bringing into your life, is going to be of great significance. This person is really going to uplift you, support you, and guide you on a very deep level and really bring you on a journey of self discovery. This card, come to the edge of your vulnerability and take a look at what's around it. Getting out of your comfort zone. It may be scary to venture into this, but it is so worth it. It's so worth it for you to take the leap and really learn what you can from this person. It does feel like still it's just a friendship. It's really, and it could be in a professional setting as well. Somebody that is just a therapist to you, but it's going to be somebody on a, like, I'm not seeing like a talk therapist in the like the normal Western medicine kind of way. I'm seeing more of like a shaman or somebody that is a spiritual leader for you, or a past life regression therapist, somebody that's more open-minded than the traditional talk therapist. Um, and you know, if it is that way, then I mean, there's nothing bad about that. I'm just saying that they feel more like they're going to be a friend to you, than a normal therapist would, because that would be really inappropriate. But overall, it's just feeling like somebody that's going to be very close to you, wants to see you do well, and you have this certain level of spiritual bondedness. So I hope that you find everything that you want in your journey to this person, and that they give you everything that they can, and that your relationship with them is truly as healing as these cards are really making this relationship out to be. I think that you have a beautiful journey ahead of yourself, and I wish you all the luck attracting them into your life. Hello, group number three. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at who is coming into your life. We're going to go over their personality, what the purpose of this connection is, what they're going to be bringing out in you, as well as where you're going to meet them, whether that is a physical destination or more of a state of mind that you will be in when you meet. So let's start with their personality. We have three tarot and an archetype card. So, wow. Oh, ooh, okay. So their archetype is the siren. This immediately feels like a very alluring person, somebody that is really good at marketing themselves, whether that is in the business world or like on a date. They're really good at being like, this is what I have to offer, take it or leave it, but this is me. And and it's really enticing. It's this confident energy. It's also feeling very spiritual. I feel like this person is really in tune with a certain depth of themselves. Just like the siren lives in the depths of the ocean and brings the sailors down there with them, I feel like this person likes to really bring people to a new certain level of life, of a new way of living. Maybe they are really into new things and they like to experience that with other people, but this is definitely somebody that is very powerful feeling. They feel like they hold a lot of answers to life's questions. Maybe they are a little bit older, more mature, but they're feeling very um, self confident, very confident. There's this overwhelming, powerful feeling that immediately jumped out at me. So for wow, okay. For their tarot, we have the Page of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Emperor. The Emperor is a very self-assured man. He is extremely worldly. He knows a lot. He's experienced a lot and he makes a lot of money. This may be somebody who is an entrepreneur. This may be somebody that is very, very experienced in a lot of ways and not just in their work areas, but I feel like they've gone through a lot in life and because of that they really know how to navigate some things. I feel like they're a jack of all trades. They really understand and know a lot of things about a lot of different things. With the Page of Cups, this is an interesting combination of energy. I feel like on one hand, they are very logical about things and they are very successful when they put forth action from a logical headspace, but also they feel very young at heart, somebody that is able to be a little bit more playful. They may be very artsy and very creative, and maybe that's where that entrepreneurial energy is coming into play in both of these cards, but they are somebody that is very open to creating, whether that is more of a societally acceptable thing or more of like a niche subject. The fish in the cup symbolizes spirituality. So again, there is this feeling with both of these that there is this certain level of faith-based experience in this person's life. Not saying that they are religious necessarily, but it's definitely somebody that is open to there being more about life than just the human experience. Definitely feels like they are very open-minded. With the Three of Wands here, I feel like this is an ambitious person, somebody that does go after their ideas. They go after what they want. They look at it and they put out the idea into the universe and they really let it come back to them. This could be a somebody who has been really practicing their skills of manifestation. Maybe they have a certain level of respect for their own process and because of that they have this really nice relationship and bond with the universe to where bringing things into their life isn't really a problem for them. They may be very well off and successful. This is kind of feeling like a romantic energy, but we'll get further into the reading to find more. But overall, the overarching energy is one that is very devoted and loving. So that could be a romantic partner, or it could be something else that is really about that, about feeling connected on a deeper level, not just a friendship. So, moving on, let's take a look at what the purpose of this relationship is. We have deep knowing and higher power. Wow. So, again, I mean, no question about it. This person is spiritual, and the way that you two are really connecting with each other and the purpose of this connection is really going to be deep um, to really get more depth in terms of your relationship to your higher power, to your inner being, and really stretching the limitations of what that means for you and what it means for them as well. I feel like you two will have a very clear understanding of how the universe is and your relationship with your spirit guides and your higher power. And because of that, there's this certain level of bondedness. There's this certain level of respect for each other because you both align, maybe not in every aspect, but in a lot of ways, your beliefs about spirituality really align with each other and they go really well together. This is feeling like a masculine person, but they could be presenting feminine or have a lot of feminine energy about them. There is this certain level of tenderness to their energy, but overall they do feel like masculine. But, you know, things change and life isn't always so um straightforward. Sometimes the cards say one thing and then as we change, so does the course of the events unfolding. So we have deep knowing, which is also this feeling of you know this person on a soul level. You won't really have to question whether or not they are meant to be in your life because you both have this coming together of of like energies. It's like you two have both done the vibrational work to attract each other in your own lives. And because of that, you are really not going to have to question whether that's the person or not. There's this really beautiful awakening energy. I feel like just like the sailor can't turn away from the siren's call, it's like you guys can't turn away from each other. There's this feeling of deep connectedness right off the bat. And that does not include love bombing. I don't want you to feel like if you meet somebody and they're just over the top in love with you, just so devoted and all the things like it's no, it's not going to feel over the top. It's going to feel like, oh, this is who it is. I like, of course, like this is the person. Their energy's right. I feel calm about it. I feel excited, but I'm not overwhelmed by their presence. And I feel like there's this peace that they offer you. There's this deep knowing that you are safe. You are you're not going to be hurt in there as long as they're taking care of you. And again, they are probably very successful, so not just emotionally they are able to take care of you and spiritually, but also, you know, worldly. I feel like they may be providing for you in a big way, especially if they own their own business. This is definitely feeling like somebody that can pay the bills. You know, you may be moving in with them. It's somebody that can really give you a dream life of not really having to work unless you want to. So let's move into what they're going to bring out in you. So we have the winged wise ones, angelic help, and miraculous aid. Wow. Okay. So again, this is a very, I feel like either you guys are going to meet, we'll get into it later, but you guys are going to meet in like a spiritual setting or something like that because this is very, the way that you guys are so spiritually synced up is pretty intense. So with this card, this person's going to be bringing out a sense of hope and understanding with the universe. Maybe you've struggled a little bit to connect with your spirit guides and they are going to help you to connect again and receive the answers that you want. This could very well point to a reader or somebody that is a spiritual guide. But overall, this is definitely feeling like a romantic situation where they are really going to help you to see the universe in a new light, to really ask for something and receive it. Maybe you've struggled with manifestation and you want to be where they are at the level of success that they are. And they're going to kind of tell you, this is what I did. This is how I worked with manifestation. And this is what worked for me. Now let's apply it to your life in a way that's going to work for you. I feel like they are in the business when it comes to you of really uplifting you and helping you notice the signs and the synchronicities that are unfolding in your life. So lastly, let's take a look at where you will be meeting them. Wow, okay, Destiny and the Empty Room. I'm not sure if this is Yod or Yod. I think it's Yod. But, this is speaking of intense inner discovery. This actually does not speak of anybody outside of you. This card is very inward. And so with the empty room here, this is feeling very much like this person's going to come out of the blue. You're not going to be actively going on a date to meet them. You're not going to be, you know, you're not actively looking for them. This is somebody that's going to come into your life from an empty space, from this feeling of you working on your own self, and they just happen to be there. They just happen to walk right into your life, and you're like, "Oh, you're the one. You're the one that I've been looking for, that I've really wanted to share my experience with." The empty room does speak of this feeling of loneliness, of emptiness. And so I feel like when you start to come across that feeling in your life, that it's important for you to really acknowledge it, to respect it, because it's not permanent. The empty room is not a forever place. It is somewhere that you need to go to periodically to really allow for a sense of stillness, allow for a sense of cleanness. Sometimes, if there's too much going on, the universe will bring us here so that we can get centered, so that we can realign. This also may talk about releasing distractions in your life. So maybe you will be in a place of mental clarity, of really focusing on just yourself and not really outside distractions. And that's when they start to come in with the Yod destiny. This is really also talking about that feeling of self-discovery and inner work. It's like you are following your own path, and this does feel like a relationship that destiny has planned for you. This is something that the universe is bringing you closer to, and I feel like when you meet them, you're the thing that, with this being in the placement of what they're bringing out for you, it's like you can recognize all the signs and synchronicities that your guides really put out on your path in the way for or along the way for you to meet this person. It's like they are somebody who is going to make you realize that the universe has been talking to you and guiding you the whole way. There's such a powerful energy in this reading of just you and this other person being so spiritually strong. They are somebody that is really not interested in budging. They may be a little bit stubborn, but it's almost like they don't want to, because they've really self-sacrificed in the past. They've been the one to really make space and make room for other people, and so now it's time for you both to have been through this really powerful inner discovery and come together as two complete pieces. This is almost a similar reading to the first one. It's almost a combination of all three, or all of the two first readings, but I feel like yours is a very it's a spiritual love. There is this really deep respectedness that comes when you meet somebody that you can align with on matters that are otherworldly, on matters that are beyond the human experience. It gives a certain level of depth to a relationship that other ones may be lacking. So I feel like there's also like this lucky feeling, this feeling of like, I'm so lucky to be with you. I'm so grateful to have attracted you into my life, because you are so aligned with me. We see eye to eye, and where we don't, we respect each other. We respect that it's just coming from having different life experiences. But overall, for you, pile number 3, this person that is coming into your life, they are going to be very ambitious. They are going to probably be an entrepreneur, but don't get hung up on that. They will be very creative, very enticing, really attractive, very, want to see the world in a big way. They will be very experienced. Maybe they are mature but very childlike in heart. They are very spiritual and really in alignment with that, with you. The way that you'll meet them is through the process of self-discovery. So don't focus on meeting them, focus on meeting yourself. And in that process, you will come into alignment with them. And they will be really bringing out the best in you when it comes to your relationship with the universe and your ability to manifest and see the signs and synchronicities that the world and the universe and your spirit guides are sending you. So overall, you have a very beautiful relationship ahead in your future, and I wish you all the luck in finding this person. Blessed be.